Okay, so here we are back again with Dragon Age Origins, and yep, I'm still on the character creation screen, but we're just about done. We have our character, her looks set in stone, I think, and her name is Ariadne Amel, and now we're just gonna do some attribute points. A lot of this is based on a D&D kind of system. Strength is about physical combat and melee attacks mostly. Dexterity is mostly agility, reflexes, and balance. It's especially good for rogues. Willpower increases your stamina or mana. And is pretty important, especially for mages. Magic is, of course, very much good for mages. It's about your spell power. Cunning is especially good for rogues, but it's also good for anyone who wants a high persuasion score. For coercion, it's really good for that. It's also good for herbalism and combat tactics, which is really useful. So I'll probably put a point in cunning, and constitution is basically your health. So I have 5 points here. I'm probably going to go ahead and put 2 in magic, 1 in willpower, 1 in cunning, and 1 in constitution. And I'll probably, and at some point I'll probably dump a few more points in. In fact, actually I think I'm going to dump an extra point in constitution right now because, not gonna lie, I'm gonna eventually take the Blood Mage specialization for reasons, and that actually you want kind of a high constitution, and you don't have to worry so much about willpower for blood magic. So yeah, that's how I'm gonna do those attributes. For skills, these are sort of general kinds of character-related skills. A mage automatically comes with a point in herbalism, which is nice for potion making. I find herbalism to be the most useful crafting in Origins. It's pretty much the only one I use on a regular basis. And usually, there's a bunch of other things here. Coercion, stealing, trap making, survival is kind of nice to have. Poison making, combat training, which... yeah, it basically helps you do more damage. Mages can take more damage from an attack before it interrupts their spell casting, which is nice. And combat tactics gives you more combat tactics slot, which is really nice. We'll see the tactical camera once we get into the game a little bit further. But usually right off the bat, I go ahead and put a point into coercion because... I like being able to persuade. As you can see, character's influential enough to convince others to change their views. Strength contributes to a more intimidating character, whereas cunning contributes to a more persuasive character. I tend to dump a few points into cunning just to get my coercion skill up so that I can persuade people a lot, because I really like doing that. So I usually I take coercion pretty much right away. I'll also eventually put in a couple points in survival. I will eventually max out herbalism, and I'll do more like combat training and stuff. Okay. Now here's where it gets really complicated, because this is your spells. And mages have a lot of spells. I mean, a lot of spells. This is both a blessing and a curse. A blessing because mages are by far the most customizable class in the game. You can play mage pretty much any which way you want. The other classes, rogue and warrior, you kind of have to pick a tree and kind of stick with it. You know, for instance, a rogue, you might want to pick the archery tree and just fill out the archery tree completely. If you do some archery and some dual weapon, then you have to keep constantly switching your weapon sets. And same with warriors, you know, if you want to do a weapon and shield or a dual hand, you know, or dual hand weapon, that kind of thing, you know, it sort of depends on which weapon set you prefer. But with mages, you don't have that issue. So I can put into any of these trees that I want. Primal, so you have your standard mage tree, which is standard, a bunch of various mage spells. I don't usually use a lot of these, but these two here are really nice. These are nice passives to have, so I'll probably get those pretty early on. Primal is your pretty standard elemental damage spells. So you have a fire tree. This is basically your earth tree, or nature damage, frost damage, and lightning damage. Creation is mostly for healing and buffs. Spirit is mostly for sort of... It's a mix of things. You can do a lot of debuffing. We're going to put a lot into this tree here because Mana Clash is one of the hidden gems of this game. It's one of the most powerful mage spells in the entire game. The sooner you can get it, the better, because Mana Clash is amazing. But this tree here is also really good. And so is this one, actually. All of these spells are very useful, actually. And the Entropy tree is mostly for debuffing and crowd control. Now, to start with, I usually just do Winter's Grasp, which is a really, really nice basic spell. And I pretty much use it in every Dragon Age game, because there's a version of it in every Dragon Age game. And it's a really nice frost-based attack. As you can see, we default to an Arcane Bolt, which is a pretty basic spirit damage spell. And then I also, let's see here, Spell Shield, Dispel Magic will be one that we'll want to get pretty early too. But I will probably go ahead and go with Mind Blast. Well, see, I'm not sure, actually, now that I think about it. Walking Bomb is a good one to start with, too. But, actually, I think I'm just going to go ahead and give myself Heal. I don't go super deep into healing, but I do like to have a couple of basic heals on my mage, just so that I can do it in a pinch. And I don't necessarily have to have another mage in my party all the time. I can, it allows me a little bit more flexibility with my party makeup. So we'll go ahead and do this, and I think we're finally ready to go into the actual game and start playing. So yeah, this is our character, and here we go. Yeah, we're gonna play on normal.
On a cliff overlooking the dark waters of Lake Calenhad stands the tower fortress that is home to the Circle of Magi. This tower is the only place in Ferelden where mages may study their art among others of their kind. Within the high stone walls, the Circle practices its magic and trains apprentices in the proper use of their powers. But the Circle Tower is as much a prison as a refuge. The ever-vigilant Templars of the Chantry watch over all mages, constantly alert for any sign of corruption. This gilded cage is the only world you know. Found to be sensitive to magic at a young age, you were torn from your family and grafted here as an apprentice.
These guys look scary.
Now, that apprenticeship is nearly over. All that remains is the final test, the harrowing.
Magic exists to serve man, and never to rule over him. Thus spoke the prophet Andraste as she cast down the Tevinter Imperium, ruled by mages who had brought the world to the edge of ruin. Your magic is a gift, but it's also a curse. For demons of the Dream Realm, the Fade, are drawn to you, and seek to use you as a gateway into this world.
This is why the harrowing exists. The ritual sends you into the Fade, and there you will face a demon, armed with only your will.
Oh, okay, well. I think I'm gonna sort of... play her as kind of a curious and also somewhat questioning, but also she's very much she's been raised in this context, and so she mostly accepts it at least right now, she mostly accepts it as this is the way things are, and, you know, there's not necessarily anything wrong with how things are. But what happens if I cannot defeat the demon?
It will turn you into an abomination, and the Templars will be forced to slay you.
Oh, good.
This is lyrium, the very essence of magic, and your gateway into the Fade.
The harrowing is a secret out of necessity, child. Every mage must go through this trial by fire. As we succeeded, so shall you. Keep your wits about you, and remember the Fade is a realm of dreams. The spirits may rule it, but your own will is real.
He's trying to
The
help.
apprentice must go through this test alone, First Enchanter.
Look at him being all father-like. Okay, well, here we go. So we're going right into the Fade. This is sure quite a way to start this little adventure. Well, then. Let's see where this gets us. Alright. And I'm gonna get a bunch of codex here. Because not only am I starting a new game, but now I'm also getting a bunch of codex entries for like the DLC, because I have like all the DLC. So that should be interesting. Let's check our inventory really quick. Yeah, this is really nice. Vestments of the Seer. This is a DLC thing too. And yeah, +1 to all attributes. +10 spell resistance, +10% chance to dodge attacks. Oh, this is actually even better. Let's do that. Because this is 6 willpower, 6 spell power, improves blood magic, and has 15 mental resistance. The Vestments of the Sea. This is all mostly DLC stuff. The battle dress of the provocateur, all of this stuff. It's DLC. So anyway, now we are in the Fade. Also, you can push tab. That will show everything available to interact with, which is nice. Yeah, can explore. Shimmering Orb of Light. This orb instantly restores some of the user's health. Well, this could be useful. I'm gonna take that out, though. Let's just put those in our slot here. We'll get some codex here. Beyond the Veil, Spirits and Demons. So yeah, we are now in the Fade. The Fade is the realm of spirits and realm of dreams. Oops, now we're in combat. So, here we've got a Wisp. We're gonna do this. Oof, ouch. Alright, come on, guys. Let's do this. And it's like that. Winter's Grasp is really good. I love Winter's Grasp. It's one of my favorite bread and butter skills for a mage. So yeah, this is the Fade. It's really weird. Everything in the Fade is very strange. Ariadne's like, what in the heck have I gotten myself into here? This is terrible. I don't want to be here. I want to go home.
Right.
Boom. Alright. So yeah, we just have to keep exploring, I guess. We have to... Supposedly, we're gonna run into a demon or something here. Supposedly. I don't know. It's hard to know what to expect in the Fade. Goodness, here's another one.
On it.
So... yeah. Also, it has been a while since I've played this game, so I might be a little bit awkward with the controls. Excuse me. For a while until I get used to it again. It's been a while. All right. Let's see what we got here.
Someone else thrown to the wolves, as fresh and unprepared as ever. It isn't
what?
right that they do this, the Templars. Not to you, me, anyone.
You're a talking rat.
You think you're really here? In that body? You look like that because you think you do.
I think I look like a
It's
hottie.
always the same. But it's not your fault. You're in the same boat I was, aren't you? Allow me to welcome you to the Fade. You can call me, well, Mouse.
Not your real name, I take it?
No. I don't remember anything from before. The Templars kill you if you take too long, you see. They figure you failed, and they don't want something getting out. That's what they did to me, I think. I have no body to reclaim, and you don't have much time before you end up the same.
What am I supposed to do?
There's something here, contained, just for an apprentice like you. You have to face the creature, a demon, and resist it. If you can. That's your way out. Or your opponents, if the Templars wouldn't kill you. A test for you. A tease for the creatures of the Fade.
Huh. Why pit me against such a creature?
A question for those in the tower. Maybe you'll be lucky enough to ask. Maybe someday, so will I.
You think, huh?
There are others here. Other spirits. They will tell you more. Maybe help. If you can believe anything you see. I'll follow, if that's all right. My chance was long ago. But you may have a way out.
I mean, okay, you can sure do
The
that.
dangerous spirit is not far. Don't go near it unless you're ready to fight.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, this is the harrowing, and they send you into the Fade to face a demon, and you have to win, or you will die. This is telling me about plot helpers, or markers on your current area map that indicate where you need to go to progress your active quests, so that's helpful. So yeah, let's just keep moving. There's a great little spot there that we're not going to go to just yet. Oh, look at that. Boom. Simple as that. Simple as pie. This isn't such a big deal. This isn't such a big deal. What is this? Twisted structure. The Black City. There's a lot of fantastic lore here. I'm not sure yet if I want to, like, do, like, episodes where I just read codex entries, because there's a lot of codex, a lot of really good, interesting lore.
On it.
Yeah. Or if I just want to, like, leave it and just sort of talk about little bits and pieces of lore as we go. Oh, more of those. Shimmering Orbs of Light for healing. Alright, cool. I'm going to do a save here. Because that's a Spirit of Valor. That sounds interesting. Maybe we should go talk to him. That might be good.
Another spirit this way. It never seemed equal to its name to me.
Really? You think so? You're shit-talking the Spirit of Valor? I'm not sure if he'd appreciate that, buddy.
Another mortal thrown into the flames and left to burn, I see. Your mages have devised a cowardly test. Better you were pitted against each other to prove your mettle with skill, and to be sent unarmed against a demon.
Fight each other? We're not warriors.
They would have you battle a demon. With magic or weapon, to be the victor makes you a warrior still.
Fair enough.
That you remain means you have not yet defeated your hunter. I wish you a glorious battle to come.
What kind of spirit are you?
I am Valor, a warrior spirit. I hone my weapons in search of the perfect expression of combat.
What else do you know about the harrowing?
Is that what your test is called? I know little of your mortal ways. I do know that a demon has been called, and told that a meal awaits. It will not, cannot leave, until one of you is dead.
Huh. Did you create all of these weapons?
They are brought into being by my will. I understand that in your world, mages are the only ones who can will things into being.
Yeah, that's about right.
Those mortals who cannot must lead such hollow, empty lives.
Would one of these weapons affect the demon?
Without a doubt. In this realm, everything that exists is the expression of a thought. Do you think these blades be steel? The staves be wood? Do you believe they draw blood? A weapon is a single need for battle, and my will makes that need reality. Do you truly desire one of my weapons?
Yeah.
I will give one to you, if you agree to duel me first. Valor shall test your mettle as it should be tested.
I'm gonna try. Actually, I don't think I've ever taken this option before. Let's try this. It seems you would prefer to kill me yourself. I think she's sort of like, she's not willing to trust anything she talks to here.
How dare you accuse me? I am no demon preying upon helpless mortals to steal their essence. I am a being of honor and valor. I am a warrior.
Then prove it. Help me fight the demon.
You are insolent. But your will is unquestionably strong. Very well, mortal. You prove to me that you possess the strength to resist this demon.
Nice.
Go. Prove your worth as you must. I am confident you will succeed.
So did you... Oh, did I get a weapon from that? I didn't have to fight you to get it? Oh, nice. I do. Okay, cool. So now I have a staff. So, yeah, mages don't need a weapon to cast spells, but weapons do improve, like, the strength of your spells and the... so they're good to have. So, yeah, we have a staff now. That's pretty useful. So, yeah, I think we'll probably end this here and continue in the next episode our adventure in the Fade. So yeah, as always, if you like what you see, please like, comment, subscribe, share it with all your friends, and we'll see you in the next episode. Later.